If you've got jewelry that's intact and in excellent condition, there are lots of local buyers that you can find, and I would recommend getting at least 2 or 3 offers before you decide who to sell it to. But what if you have a bracelet that's broken, or you've lost one valuable earring, or you've got an old class ring, or even dental gold? It's not likely you're going to find an interested buyer for those types of things, even on eBay or Craigslist. And however, if they are made of precious metal, you do have something of value, either if it's gold, platinum, or silver. Besides, there is an easier way to get cash for items like that than hassling with online auctions and classified ads. So who is going to be your best buyer? It's going to be someone who can take that item and restore its value by processing it back into gold or silver bars, and then that can be used in manufacturing. So we're talking about a refinery that purifies and recovers precious metals. These have special licenses and machinery. They can be found online, which takes out the middleman and gets you more money, but we really need to be careful because now there are a lot of untrustworthy middlemen companies that have popped up online. They're going to give you a lowball cash offer, and then they turn around and sell your item to the refinery for a profit. I'm going to give you 5 easy steps, which include 7 screening questions for any online companies that you choose to deal with. Step 1 is know the true market value of your item. You can go to goldprice.org to get the daily market value of gold, platinum, and silver. Step 2, check your local yellow pages. You can look under gold and jewelry to find local buyers, take your items into them, and get at least 1 or 2 offers for comparison. Now you can go online, step 3, to screen the gold buyers that you find. And so we're going to get to those 7 screening questions in a minute. Step 4, after you have chosen your company, call them to request their prepaid and insured shipping envelope. Then step 5 will be either to accept their offer and get your cash, or reject their offer and get your items back. Okay, so now here are those 7 screening questions. Question number 1 is the easy one first. What is their physical address? Federal law requires a precious metal buyer to have a physical address. So if you see that they just have a P.O. box, you can move on. Now, questions number 2 and 3 are going to involve you reading the fine print. You can usually find that link, terms and conditions, on their website, or maybe their frequently asked questions. And it's better that you ask these questions by reading their fine print instead of getting a verbal answer on these. So question 2, what shipping method and insurance amount do they use for their prepaid envelope? Any company that you're going to see that I recommend on my website, which is wheretosellJewelry.com, uses FedEx overnight, and they have a program called the Declared Value Exception. And so that FedEx program is a lot more secure, and they will insure for up to $25,000. Other companies' shipping methods usually only insure up to $100, so there's a big difference right there. The third question that you need to look for on the terms and conditions are their payment procedures. This is the most important screening question because you want to get the most cash as possible. Do not do business with anyone who in their fine print says that when you ship any item to them, it's an implied agreement to accept their cut rate offer, and of course cut rate is not going to be in their fine print. You want to look at their direct deposit policy. Sometimes with some companies, if you choose to get paid this particular way, their fine print says that that waives your right to reject their lowball offer and have your items returned. So those kind of shady companies want you to agree to just automatically have a check mailed to you, and then you're going to be shocked at how little it is. And their catch in the fine print is that you have to contact them within 10 days to get your items back. That's going to be 10 days from the date of their check, and they're using stall tactics of getting that check to you in enough time to honor their guarantee. A trustworthy company is not going to send you an automatic payment. They're going to evaluate your item and then contact you with their offer. And at that point then, if you accept their offer, you can tell them how you want to be paid, by mail, direct deposit, or PayPal, within 24 hours. If you do reject their offer, they're going to return ship your item overnight FedEx. Okay, so we've gotten this far. For any company that's going to pass those first 3 questions, now it's time to pick up the phone and screen the survivors. So question 4 is more of a criteria than a question. Do you have a real-life person answering the phone during business hours, or are you going to get tangled up in their voicemail system for half an hour? And obviously you want to just hang up. Question 5, now that you've gotten a person, what is their state license number? And then you want to call their state's Department of Consumer Affairs to make sure they're legitimate. Question 6, not only how long they've been in business, but how long have they actually been in the business of buying gold? And then finally, question 7, ask them to explain their security policy to protect your valuables, not only while it's being FedExed with that tracking number, but what is their tracking system for in-house so that you can always know exactly where your item is in their facility while they're processing it. So if you just follow these easy steps, including those 7 screening questions, you'll have that safe and worry-free way to sell your scrap gold and silver items online.